understood they ain't really your friends. Why they never show you love when they seeing you win? Once I make it out the hood, I ain't letting them in. I know they wanna catch me slipping. They wanna be in my position, whoa. I swear these motherfuckers tripping. Bitch, you can't do this, feel it in my soul, whoa. Fuck you on, no, nah, leave me alone.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the El Nino podcast. I'm Eladio Nino, and this is Real Everyday People. So I want to send a shout out to the Newstead family. Congratulations to you and Maddie Newstead, a new graduate, and Liz Dameworth and her family for their graduate as well. And all the graduates of 2021, I salute you guys. Congratulations, for being successful, closing one chapter of your life and opening up a new one. And for all the careers that you guys are going to pursue, I wish you guys well. I also want to thank everybody that's been sharing, subscribing, that's been tuning in and tapping in with El Nino. You know what I'm saying? And I love what I do, man. Like I'm fulfilling the mission. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you guys for contributing as well. Today we got a guest, man. I tell you what, the biggest part of the El Nino network and this podcast, and even though I ain't got cut no checks yet, I'll tell you what, man, it's priceless, the relationships that I've been building with the people that I've been meeting. Like, the network is just amazing. I have met some really, really great, amazing, talented people, and I love it. I love creating this circle of unity, of talent, of power, of strength, of awareness, and all that good stuff. And I've been sitting here kicking it with this brother, man, and he's got a lot to contribute, man. This is Cain Perez, man. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? I appreciate you having me here. Yeah, like you said, Cain Perez here. I appreciate all of y'all. I'm looking forward to the interview.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. It's definitely, I looked you up, checked you out, man. You got a whole lot going on, bro. Like you stay busy, man. You got a lot of content, bro.
Yeah, I try to stay at it as much as I can. Trying to push as much as I can just so more people can get familiar with my face and stuff. I figure the more chances I get up to bat, the better chance I have at hitting a home run. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, I like that. I like that philosophy. That's good. So listen, man, tell a little bit about yourself. Tell everybody where you from, where your parents are from, where you grew up, where you from, who you with. You know how to go.
So both my parents, my dad actually is from Rouge. He grew up in Rouge, and my mom is from Ecorse.
And a Rouge Panther and Ecorse Raider.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because Rouge and Ecorse, they would be beefing and bucking back in the day. So it's even funny,
man. When I moved to Rouge, everybody like, we don't mess with Ecorse, we don't mess with Southwest. Yeah. I'm like, that shit's not gonna work out for me. I got cousins all through the whole.
Everybody's all through
the whole thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that policy ain't gonna work for me.
Yeah. So they grew up in Rouge and Ecorse. Then when I was born, I grew up in Rouge. I lived in Ecorse for a little bit, and eventually we moved out to Wyandotte, and I basically graduated from there. So.
Okay.
A little bit off through downriver,
So, tell us a little bit about your parents, bro, and where they're from. Oh, okay. You said they're from Rouge and for Ecorse, yeah. Okay. And so you're the oldest, right? You were telling me.
Yeah. So I'm the oldest. I got two brothers, Armani and Sage, and then I have a little sister named Aliciana. So I'm the oldest out of all of them.
Man, what's it like being the oldest?
Is that It's like
What's that sound, bro? I keep hearing that sound. Sorry, everybody. But go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. My apologize.
Okay, no, you're good. It's like being the oldest, like you said, like we were saying, a little bit older, maybe a little bit of responsibility to do well. That way I can help my brothers and my family and stuff like that a little bit and stuff, and just trying to show them more so now, how to try to go after what you want, you know what I mean, and to do something with yourself, trying to be set an example of that, you know what I mean, that way my brothers can look up to me and be like, if I want to do something, no matter whether what it is, I could do the same way that Cain does it. So I'm trying to do that for them,
So you had set a standard for them.
Trying to, yeah.
Okay.
Something like that for them. When we was younger, I didn't really understand that or grasp those types of things. So, we was just, being boys and stuff, and just, how boys are, just messing stuff up, being bad and stuff like that. But
what's it like? Like, did you guys wrestle? Were you guys fighting?
Yeah, that's
did
what
you guys share stuff?
Nah, we would be fighting and wrestling, all types of stuff, beating each other down, making my mom mad, breaking stuff, breaking windows, all types of stuff. That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Right, just being bad, being boys. But you know, we all calm down now. But that's what I'm saying. Like for now, like being the older brother and stuff like that, just to try to do something to show that it's possible. You know what I'm saying? For them to have somebody like that.
No doubt about it, man. I just, you know, being the oldest, it's like I always looked at it like the oldest was like the problem child. You know, not so much that you know, were the actual problem, but it's like you're the mistake child because the parents made all the mistakes with the first child.
Yeah.
So like me being the oldest, I endured a lot of stuff from my mother, you know what I'm saying, and from my, you know, my parents' situation that my brothers, you know, they didn't have to deal with, which I'm grateful for
got
because
cut a little slack.
Yeah, they cut slack. I ain't get cut no slack. I got my head busted. You know what I'm saying? They ain't let me get away with nothing.
Yeah.
But you know, it's all good though, bro.
Yeah.
So what was it like going to school?
Well, going to school out in Rouge, you know, I grew up in Rouge, so it was pretty much normal. You know, I was used to it, and I had my friends and stuff like that. And I played football, so I had a lot of friends that way and stuff like that. Football and baseball when I was younger.
River Rouge Panthers, baby. So, you better know it.
So when I was playing football and stuff, I made a lot of friends. So I was cool with all like my.
What school did you go to?
In Rouge, I went to Walter White. Like I said, started off there, and that was like kindergarten, preschool.
Okay.
And then we went to Ann Visiger for elementary, and then I went to Sabbath, which was the middle school before you go into the high school.
Okay.
And you know, like I said,
did you ever get a chance to go into the new high school?
No, I never got into that. I was already gone. I think they had like built that all like right when I left too.
Oh, okay.
Like the new high school and stuff, but I never been in there, you know. But I still got, you know, some Rouge people that I still talk to and see that we remember each other and stuff like that. A lot of them moved away too, and moved out of Rouge and went somewhere else. So,
who got you into the sports at that age, even to be that young, to be in football and stuff like that? Like who was it that inspired you to do that? Or motivated
mostly
you?
my dad, probably. You know what I mean, and just my family. My grandpa, you know, he was bigger into baseball, and my dad, I think he played football when he was growing up and stuff. They always had us in sports: basketball, football, baseball.
Keeping you guys productive.
We played baseball in E-course off of Pepper Road. You know Pepper Road.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know if you ever played, or you're from Rouge. So
Yeah.
But so off of Pepper Road. So yeah, and we played that in basketball at St. Francis. So. Actually, with your brother.
Yeah, I was about to say my brother used to coach at St. Francis Xavier. He coached the basketball team there. And while I was in prison, he used to send me pictures, you know, of him and the team. And my son Victor was on his basketball team. He was his coach as well. I ran into a guy named Pablo. Do you know who Pablo is? They call him
Finger.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Yeah, I played with him too. Yeah, Pablo Pleasure. Yeah.
I met him. He's like, man, you're Bart's brother. He's like, man, that was my coach, bro. I was like, damn, that's sweet.
Yeah. No, Bart definitely got a lot of love from the basketball when we was in there
because I just found out he had coached a couple years at Holy Redeemer as well, man. So you know, that's something that I'm really proud of, man. He's something that he should be proud of as well, because at the age that you guys were young, you know, now you guys are grown. That's somebody who played a part, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, helping develop you.
Contributed to your growth. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And that's something for him and anybody to be proud of.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So you said after you end up leaving Rouge, you end up going to school in Wyandotte.
Yeah, so I left from Rouge and then I ended up going to Wyandotte and I went to middle school there. And
what was that transition like? Like, what was different between like cultures? You know, between being in Rouge, where you know we got a few rough edges on us, you know, and then going to Wyandotte.
Yeah, it definitely was something different because out here, you know, in Rouge, there wasn't that many Latinos like Mexicans or Puerto Ricans or anything like that. There was a few, you know, but I was one of the only. But there was not really much. You know, like white people in Rouge and stuff like that. It was mostly black culture. So I grew up with them and was used to being around that, you know what I mean? More than anything, you know what I mean? So going out to Wyandotte, where it's not like that and it's mostly white people, it definitely was like a big difference in seeing just the world and stuff and the way people act differently and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's definitely a culture shock.
It was a culture shock and a difference, definitely. But like, I think it was a good thing because I got to learn how to be with different types of people, and it kind of well rounded me. You know what I'm saying? So it made me like I could be with if I could be with these people or that people and all, and it just made me realize like race is just we're all humans. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're all the same. We're different, but we're all the same. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, no doubt about it, man.
I think it was
That's beautiful, bro,
Yeah.
because that's one of the biggest assets that was contributed to my life through all the traveling that I had done, living in different areas, even within like living in Chicago, living in LA, living in Southwest, living in Rouge, you know, just different places. Like even now I live in Taylor and it's like totally different. I love living out there. It's very inspirational, a lot of money, a lot of business stores, restaurants, everything is movement, you know? And then like I spend most of my time Southwest, Rouge, E-Course, these are my stomping grounds. This is where I work. This is where I do most of my work. You know what I mean? But it's just a different vision though. You know, you see so many burnt down houses, you see poverty, you see homelessness, you see addiction. And not to say that you don't see it everywhere, but when you come here it's very in your face.
Like you're living in it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's really sad and it's unfortunate, but I can say that, you know, we getting there. We getting better, man. And we just got to continue to push forward with that. Yeah. So once you get to Wyandotte, like what's life like now? Like, you know, for the transition for you and sports and just socializing. And I think it's great that you were able to learn so much, because I think that's one of the things that helped me get so far in life and get along. I became a people person. I could speak everybody's language. It didn't matter if I was in a black community, white community, even a Latino community. You know, there's diversity within the Latino community. You got the Cubans, the Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans, you got Chicanos, you know what I'm saying? And then like here in Michigan, especially like in Detroit, downriver area, we're very diverse. You know, we got Arab people in our communities and it's diverse, and everybody you know, is able to meet each other in the middle, bro, and relate in some form or another. And I think that ultimately it's like you said, the fact that, you know, we all humans, man, even though we have different cultural belief system or whatever it may be, you know, we all are striving for something better. You know?
Yeah, definitely. So making the difference, like it was kind of a little difficult or weird, you know what I mean, at first, but I got used to it after being there for so long. But it also made me, I was a little bit different, you know what I'm saying, because of that. So it made me, I was my own person, you know what I'm saying. So it was like I learned a lot of things like by myself, or like, you know, by not being like clicked up, like growing up when I made that switch, if that makes sense, kind of, if you get what I'm saying. So like, not that people didn't mess with me or whatever. I had friends and stuff like that, but I was never like all the way in there, because I would just,
you never had like a social
I never had a
circle.
core group, you know what I'm saying, like when I switched
people,
over there, you know. But like,
would you consider yourself to be a drifter?
I just got a lot when I got over there and I started dealing with different people. I would just hang out with all different types, whether if it was like athletics or it could be like art people.
Did you ever hang out with different circles where they start talking about different circles, like them jocks, like they're always this?
Not really. Not that I can remember too much like that, you know. That seems like a high school movie or something like that.
Yeah. You know, and that's why I imagine it'd be like that, like you know. And then it's like because even in real life, bro, like
people do that though.
When I was in prison, I hung with different, you know, I hung out with Malanics, the Nation of Islam, brothers from Moorish Science Temple of America. I had bunkies that were skinheads. I knew brothers that were Odinists. You know, and then we got, you know, just different religious groups, different belief system. We had a hostile organization, and sometimes you would hear, oh man, them hunkies this and this, that and the other, and then the white like, man, this, you know what I mean? And it's like, no, you know, I'm a neutral party. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm
that's
a
why
neutral
I felt
party,
like neutral. That's how I always felt about a lot of things, was neutral about that. So that definitely is like kind of how that kind of does play into how I am now. You know what I'm saying, a little bit, because I'll be chilling by myself, like just trying to work on myself or figuring out what I'm doing, like. You know what I'm saying? I don't really hang out. I got a lot of friends or like acquaintances and people that I meet and stuff like that. But like day to day, it's like I think about like what I'm doing, and then like I focus on like doing that. You know what I'm saying? Me and my girl, and that's about it.
Do you think that that's something that you grew into yourself? Like, is that part of your nature? Or do you think that there's something in life that contributed to you disconnecting? Was there bad experiences with people, or were you just always naturally more of a loner?
I think it was just, I don't think I was naturally a loner, because I would be with people. I'm not gonna say I'm a loner type like that because I'm not. And I like going places and I like meeting new people and stuff like that. But I think it was just making the transition. You know what I'm saying? From coming from over there in Rouge to coming to Wyandotte, where like I was one of the only Mexicans there.
They used to call it White Dot. That's what they used to call it, White Dot.
Yeah, they called it that too. When I was but being one of the only Mexicans there, not that many at least, so it was like I was kind of by myself, and then I ended up becoming friends with my now current girl, and then we ended up dating. So I spent a lot of time when I was in high school. I was dating her, so it was like me and her. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. And is she white?
She's actually Greek, Mexican, and white.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So she's a mixture of stuff. I'm a mixture too. I got white in me too. And both my parents got white.
My daughter, she's half white.
Yeah.
I think all my kids got some white in them.
Right, yeah.
And I'm about to marry me a white woman. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if it ain't white, it ain't right. I'm messing with y'all. Nah. But that's how we get down over here in Michigan, old Detroit, Michigan, the lifestyle. You got to love it, baby. Good old Mexican thing. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. But so when you were in Wyandotte, did you play sports and stuff? And shout out to Dolores Megason and Raquel. Congratulations. She just graduated from Wyandotte. And much love to you. I believe your son did too. I don't know. Everybody graduated. Salute to everybody, man.
Congratulations to all of y'all.
But like, did you play sports in Wyandotte? And then what was that like?
Yeah, I played football in middle school in Wyandotte, and then like my 9th grade year I played football there. But I always played baseball the whole time I was there. So I was more into baseball, doing that. Baseball was my thing, you know. Okay. Probably when I was young.
You look like a baseball player, like a professional. Like I need your autograph or something.
When I was younger, that was probably my thing that made me want to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like what I'm doing now, but like I wanted to be a baseball player. You know what I'm saying? Or be like in the MLB or something.
Okay,
like that. That was probably like, you know, like young, like the first thing that I thought like I could try to do. Do you know what I'm saying? So
see, I wanted to be Ultimate Warrior. That's what I wanted to be.
You wanted to be a wrestler?
Yeah, bro, wrestler. Yeah. No, but that's cool though, bro. Baseball, and you seem suited for it though. You know, even the name Cain Perez, like I could see wearing a jersey. You know what I'm saying? Number 21.
Yeah.
No, that's dope.
Yeah.
So what position did you play?
I was a pitcher, so I would mostly be pitching. Sometimes I would play third, but usually third or pitching, just because I had a good arm. So
what happened with football? It just fell to the wayside?
Yeah, just kind of lost interest in it. You know, when I was younger, I liked it, but I was never really good at football. You know, it wasn't something that I wanted to do. I wasn't really good at it, and then I would want to be like a running back or like a wide receiver, but I was like a lineman because I was chubby. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to do something cool, but I was on the line and shit because I was just a chubby little pudgy kid when I was growing up. So
okay.
Yeah, I kind of just lost interest in it.
So were your parents supportive of them decisions, like when you lost interest in the sport? Because sometimes some youth or kids when they're younger, they get tired of playing the same thing, but they're forced. You know, you're by their parents. You're gonna play soccer. You're gonna keep playing, but I don't wanna. But you're gonna. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, they didn't really mind or care too much. My parents weren't real pushy on wanting me to do something specific or anything like that. They didn't really. You know, they kind of let me do what I wanted to do. If I wanted to do something, you know, and they would recommend things. But my dad, he wasn't really a big sports guy like that, so it wasn't, you know, he didn't really care. I don't even know if he played football growing up or not.
He just told you, like Al Bundy. He's like Al Bundy, black guy played.
Right. I know he played baseball, and I think he told me that he swimmed for a little bit when he was in high school.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if he played football. But, yeah.
So what was the difference in the quality of education from experiencing the education in the River Rouge school system and then going to the Wyandotte school system? Was there a difference in like curriculum?
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say because being young, when I was in Rouge, I can't really remember exactly the way everything was. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like what we learned and stuff like that. I would say it was about similar. It wasn't too much off. When I was in school in Rouge, I was learning stuff and doing things, you know what I'm saying, and whatever, and had all that. So, as far as just the main difference was just the people, you know, and the way that they act and seeing more people who were like poverty stricken in comparison to out in Wyandotte, you didn't really see that. Everybody had what they needed and stuff. So that was probably the main difference. But as far as like the learning in school curricular, I wouldn't say that it was much worse or off or anything like that. But just a difference of.
Was there a difference in the way the teachers taught or the way they treated you, or was it like pretty much the same?
I would say it was pretty much the same for me. I don't think it was too much off. Wyandotte definitely probably had some different. You know what I will say? When we were in high school, I don't know if Rouge has something like this, but we had like auto shop, metal shop, wood shop, those types of extra type of classes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That I don't know if they had.
See, when I went to the old River Rouge school before, they had wood shop and stuff like. I was in it. I failed it, but I was in it. But they had. I don't know what happened with the new Rouge school. I work at the DHDC as a youth mentor, and we got like the #1 robotics program in Michigan, and River Rouge has a robotics team that's part of the DHDC, and I was asking them because they were always coming late, getting there late. And I'm like, man, what's up with you guys? Like, how come you guys keep coming late? Don't you guys got a ride or whatever? And they were talking about how whoever was in charge of like the sports going on in Rouge, because the Rouge, with football, basketball, the boys are doing their thing. What was it 2019? Rouge Panthers won the championship, but they were investing so much in the sports. Into the sport teams, and the robotics team felt like they were being neglected. They weren't being provided the transportation and everything that they needed to be able to come down to the agency and be into the program like that. Oh, excuse me. So I feel like a big part of this the new Rouge High School that was built was aimed and focused at the sports development. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
of the community.
I would probably say that. So,
excuse me.
Definitely, yeah. See, when I was young too, when I was playing football, I knew that there was going to be that the generation. Well, actually, I've been out of school for a minute now, and they just now won a couple years back. But I know like we were good when I played football in Rouge and all them guys, and I don't think they made it into the finals. But I know the past few years, Rouge been. Getting in, and they just won like a district championship, right, or something.
Yeah, I was at that game. Yeah. My brother took me to the game when they had won the championship in 2019. So yeah, they definitely did their thing. I came home to a whole new River Rouge though, bro. I came home and I'm looking around like all the places that used to be like P&T store, Jay's Market, Fairway, like all these stores, like it just wasn't popping no more. But one thing that was popping was the dispensaries in Rouge. Oh yeah, all up and down. Yeah, I mean you can go on either side of the street, and every 50 feet you walking into a new dispensary. I said, damn, it looked like New Orleans or something over here.
There more too. They got like there's like 8 in Rouge right now or something. I swear, maybe not that many. It's like 6 of them though for sure. But there's a lot. You might be right. About 8 of them,
and more to come. They building them. They buying these buildings.
And
they
little Rouge,
little old Riverside. Right. Well, look what we found. Right.
Hey,
it's all good, man.
Putting that money towards helping, whatever.
Absolutely,
fix the roads or for the schools.
You need to focus on that robotics program, though, for sure.
Get some money to the robotics program.
Yeah, man. But listen, though, bro. This is engineering. We're talking about engineering, bro. At the DHDC, bro, they got representatives. They got master engineers from Chrysler, from Ford, from GM. They come down and they mentor. So these are the future. These kids here of engineering in America. You know what I'm saying, and beyond. So that's something that that needs to definitely not be overlooked. No, you know what I mean? Because that's definitely part of the production of our country and the evolution of humanity. And like I said, the future is in the hands of the generations coming up.
Yeah. No, definitely. They need to be making sure that they're getting what they need because they're doing the right thing already. They already know what they want to do. They got to figure it out. So
especially in an urban community, especially in Southwest Detroit, because like when I came up, bro, like wasn't nobody talking about I want to be a basketball player. Wasn't nobody talking about like I want to be a doctor or an engineer or a fireman or a police officer or a lawyer or a doctor. None of that. Everybody wanted to be a gang member. Everybody wanted to be a drug dealer. Everybody was just following suit. You know, so now when I can come to a safe place in a community that was once ravaged by blood and violence and gangs and drugs, and see that these generations that are coming up are educated now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're pursuing new things. They're not even thinking about, you know, drug abuse, sex abuse, violence, and all that. They're thinking about growth. They're thinking about education. They're thinking about progress. Like that's beautiful. It's nice to see, you know, the generation that's coming up, you know, doing all these great positive things, man, that are going to pave the way for a whole new future for humanity.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's what. So yeah, like as both that they're not getting the right things that they need, and they're really trying to work towards something. Not saying that the athletes ain't too, but like obviously that's more, you know.
It contributes to the infrastructure
to
of the country and society.
Yeah,
you know, absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, man, so are we, bro.
Yeah.
You know, we contribute to the infrastructure, the new standards in which a community should be able to function to coincide with the standards and expectations of society as a whole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we are giants, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just growing into ourselves. Sometimes we got to go through some shit. Sometimes we got to take some losses, some disappointments, some heart grief. But at the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? We still stand, we still walk as giants, bro, and we still move forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. After you graduated from Wyandotte, like, what was your aspirations? Where were you headed? What did you want to do?
Probably when I first got out of school, I did go to I went to college for a little bit, but I didn't really know too much of what I wanted to do. I did it for about a year, and then I kind of just stopped going. I took like a semester or whatever, 2 semesters, and then just stopped. And then at that point, it was basically like, well, if I'm not going to school, go work, you know what I'm saying? So I tried to go, went to go look for jobs or whatever. I was working at Kroger. I was at Kroger for a while. I was there for about 3 years, and that was a cool job. Was a bagger and stuff. So I was just making money and just trying to figure out, I don't know, I didn't know what I was going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but then when I started working at Kroger, I met my boy Keith, and he made music, and that's what kind of got me introduced into starting to make music.
Okay.
So my first job really led to that.
So the job was really a stepping stone, but it also put you in a position where you was making money.
Yeah.
You know, everything happens for a reason, bro.
Yeah.
So what happened when you meet him? Was he sharing his music with you? You digging it, or
yeah? He told me that he made music and stuff and showed me his stuff, and I thought he was sweet. And I started hanging out with him and going to the studio with him. And then after being in there for a while, I just decided like I'm gonna try to make a song, you know. So then I made a song, and then ever since then I've just been at it. And that's probably when I made my first song, maybe about I don't know, maybe like 5 years ago.
I ain't got my glasses on. I can't even see, bro. So you messing up. Okay, my bad, bro, for the interruption.
Nah,
Yeah, it's real everyday people, yo. What I'm gonna do? We can't get the shit together. We've been supposed to get this shit together with color-coded cards and everything. We ain't did nothing.
These are yours, ain't they?
Yeah, they are. Here they go,
Just in
right
case.
here. Left my eyeballs over there.
I know what you're saying though, man. I'd be blind too. I couldn't see what was under here.
Yeah, what are you talking
Blind
about?
as hell.
You do.
I don't know how.
Try again with us, okay?
I don't even know how to be out here blind like this, driving and everything.
So, like, you just jumped straight off into college just for what? Just because that's the next best? That's what people expect? You graduate high school, you go to college.
Yeah, and it was like, because I just didn't know. When I was younger, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. You know, I don't think I had much of a sense of self so much. I was still trying to figure out who I was, what do I like, you know what I mean? Those types of things. And at that point, the only thing I really had or what I knew was just my relationship, because I was dating my girlfriend all through like high school. So we were high school sweethearts, yeah. So it was like, that was like all I knew, but I didn't know anything else. I was just so far up my girlfriend's ass, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I don't really know what I want to do or what I'm about to do or da-da-da-da. You know, so I just went to...
Did she ever try to steer you in one direction, one way or the other?
No, she never really did, because she didn't know what she wanted to do either. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like...
Boy, to be young again.
Yeah. You know, so it was kind of like I just was going there to go see, like, what, you know, maybe I'll figure something out. I don't know. I took like an architecture class, but I just didn't.
What made you sign up for it though initially? Did you just trying it out, seeing if you would?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if I'd grab interest in it and see if I'd if I would like it. It sounded interesting because I liked art. I was big into like I like to draw and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, architecture.
What did you like drawing?
Nothing really specific. I guess just whatever. Like maybe
craft.
like cartoon characters or you know what I mean,
That's
stuff
what I
like
love,
that, or like
yeah.
little or football players or like whatever rappers. You know what I mean? I might do something like that.
What about like graffiti?
No, I never really got big into graffiti. At one moment I did because one of my friends did it.
Okay.
And he kind of got me into it, but I didn't. You know.
You ever spray paint any walls?
No, I never spray painted walls.
Man, that was the first place I started. That's where I practiced my art skills, was on people's houses and garages. Apologize if I did. I was young, but you know, I spray painted my own house. You know what I'm saying? My own garage and everything. My mom kicked my ass.
I never did the spray cans. I only ever did like them little. You ever seen when people would have like the little square post packages, like the post
I ain't never seen that.
USPS, and they would just like use like Sharpie. And they would just draw like graffiti style, but they would draw it on there. And then some people, they're like stickers, like postal stickers. And they put them on like poles and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of how that so they would draw on those. So I used to do that. And it'd be like your name, you would like tag the little thing or whatever.
Oh, that's sweet. I never even knew that.
Yeah, that's something probably younger generation than you probably started doing that or something. And then they did it. People still tag, obviously, but like people. That was like kind of the style, you know what I mean? It was like a thing where I kind of started doing that. And
that's sweet. I'd like to see one of them. Yeah. That's dope.
My buddy Porfidio, he got me into that. So.
Yeah, I've seen like some of the dopest like art, and like I used to live in East LA with my dad. Like they had some of the dopest cultural art that I had ever seen, bro. Like, and it was just like murals, you know. Chicago had some of them amazing artists out there, and again,
Detroit's starting to get them too.
Yeah, no, they're everywhere. Crazy, like we there now, bro. And I mean, I'll be bending corners all through the neighborhood, bro.
Even
I've been all through, Ellesmere, everywhere. I'm like, damn, this is sweet. That's dope. That's dope. Like, I wish I could stop by every place and take pictures.
Take a picture.
Even my family trees, they got the Southwest with the Sacred Heart with the hands, and you know, I'm like, man, that is just so dope, man. And it just, you feel like a sense of pride when you drive through there and you see, you know, because the art is a reflection of the people who come from the community. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I really enjoy it. You know?
Yeah.
And even like when I used to live in Chicago, like, I mean, like they used to call them bombers. You know, these guys would take like these fat ass Krylon markers and Krylon spray paint and just everywhere, bro. Like in the movies, like a New York movie or something. It was crazy, but it's just people being creative. And I like that now, you know, urban cities are adapting places where you can go skate now, where you can do graffiti and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
Rouge has that big skate park in
that's sweet.
Memorial,
yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that's a big skate park too.
We were just on 23rd and Jefferson over there. Me and my boy Christian, he works with me at the DHDC, and we were over there collecting the damn Whippet canisters, bro.
Oh man!
So you know the DHDC was like, man, we need some volunteers. We want to go around the community because everywhere you go, residential streets, parks, everywhere in the neighborhood, you see people just dumping 20, 30 of these little canister things, you know, these little Whippets. And it's like, come on, man. Like, we got, they're building us a nice park, skating park, where families, people, they got a little dog park and everything. And I'm like, damn, that's dope right in the middle of the Southwest. Like, who would ever thought that we'd have something like that? And I know we ain't perfect, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to judge nobody. But at the end of the day, yeah, like, man, what are you doing here, man? It's family, it's kids, it's dogs, it's people. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Don't nobody want to pollute that shit. But that just comes from an impoverished mind state. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't know why they're dumping it on the floor. Just throw it away. Or
that's what I said. Throw the shit away. Throw it in the trash or dump that shit on your own porch. But don't go driving down the street, just dump them in front of somebody's house. You know, that's terrible, man. That's so disrespectful. You know, in more ways than one, man. You disrespecting Mother Earth, you disrespecting yourself. I'm sure your parents taught you better than that. And you disrespecting the community, the residents, your neighbors, everybody, man. Get your shit together, man. I ain't gonna keep cleaning up after your ass.
For real. Facts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so when you met your boy Keith, he the one that kind of got you off in the music, huh?
Yeah, so he really introduced me into it, and then you know, I started making music. I made one song. And when I put it out, it did pretty well. So I just been hooked ever since then. I just liked it. I like doing it. You know what I mean? The process of creating it and doing it. And, you know, getting that response from people, you know, and then.
did not now your homeboy, was he like full fledged in it? Did he do it for recreational purposes, or
He,
what, did he inspire you to get into it? And did you guys ever make a song together or anything?
we have made songs. I think we made one song together. Actually, we haven't made that many. We should have made more for sure. But he was trying. He was pushing out a lot of music, and he was I would say he was like full time into it. Like that wasn't like his job. He wasn't really making no money off of it, but he was doing it. He was trying to take it as far as he can. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We were working, and he was making music. So that's what he was doing. And shout out to my boy Keith. He's the one who really got me started with it. So without him, I don't know.
Are
if
you
I ever
still
would
in touch with him?
Yeah, I still
Keith,
talk
what's
to
up,
Keith.
Wayne? What's going on with
See
you?
him, hang out with him, and he still actually does drop music. He drops music, not all the time, but he'll drop a couple of years still. He's dope. He's different. I fuck with Keith, so.
Okay, that's cool, bro. Hey, it's never too late, man. You know,
No,
you guys,
it's not.
you know, to get together to see how you guys' music mature.
Yeah,
you know what
it
I'm
might
saying?
match, yeah.
Even like your voice, everything matures.
Yeah, everything
you know?
changes, yeah. Especially your voice, because once you find your voice after doing it for so long, your confidence and your cadence and stuff like that, it's a big difference. Sometimes I listen to old stuff, I'll be like, man, like, this was horrible. It just wasn't as convincing, because I just didn't have the confidence or the, when I first had started, kind of was learning and stuff.
Oh yeah, because like when I was younger, we being the fellas, we all thought we was rapper. We could rap, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, we probably was sweet, you know what I'm saying? But nothing like we used to just perform at the local barbecues, the local hall parties, stuff like that. But like we never knew the craft, we never knew the skill or the science to it. We were just it was an expression of our lifestyle, of our struggles, of you know what I'm saying. It was almost therapeutic, you know what I'm saying, because when we were freestyling, we were telling a story. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, with the things that we were talking about were very true. So and I hear so much passion in people's music today, and people are talking about things that people are rapping about things that people should have discussions about.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it definitely is a way to express yourself. So whatever it is that you're holding in or you're thinking about or whatever like you're going through, it'll come out like subconsciously through your music without even necessarily thinking too much about it. You know what I mean? And you'll just be like, but that's the type of stuff that everybody's going through. Everybody has them types of thoughts, and that's what makes music relatable and therapeutic for people when they listen to it, because they're like, I relate to this, or I feel this, or I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? It's like a spirit. It's like a spirit almost. You know what I'm saying? That captures different energies or feelings or whatever you got going on.
Yeah, because you never know who's listening to your music, how they connect with your music, the impact that it's making on people's lives. Like you hear people talking about how a song saved their life.
Yeah.
Somebody was on the verge of suicide or using drugs or joining a gang or just doing something destructive or negative, or maybe they were in a bad place, they were depressed and heard a song that just touched them, what I'm saying, lifted their spirits.
Related to them, or almost, you know what I mean, because I think a lot of times, sometimes people will feel like they're alone or nobody feels like they do, you know what I'm saying, and you hear some stuff and you're like, this is exactly how I feel. Somebody else going through this, you know what I'm saying, and it makes you feel a little better. And music, it's like powerful, you know what I'm saying?
No
music,
doubt.
So,
and it's like, music, it was power. They say the most powerful thing is the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Because the tongue, you can create war, you can bring about peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the tongue, you can create life, you can destroy life.
Like your words create reality almost.
And it's so influential because even when I'm driving in the car, I could be listening to the music Soul Child. You know what I'm saying? I'm grooving. Okay, let me I put some Icewear Vezo on. Now I'm perked up. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm turned it up. Now I'm riding different. My whole posture different.
Dropping pints off.
Yeah, got 4-2 Doug now. Now I'm different now. I was just cruising with music Soul Child, enjoying teach me how to love. Now I'm like up the skull. I'm like, what? But it's influential.
It's like an energy, and it captures you. That's why I like about music though, and I like that there's a lot of different genres and different types, even within rap. I feel like there's different genres within rap, you know what I'm saying? Because you got people who make different types of rap. So it's like, I like listening to conscious stuff, I like listening to the ignorant stuff and everything in between, singing all that type of stuff. Because that's all different energies and moods and people.
You ever heard of Selena? What was your homeboy's name? The rap Danny something. What was his name? From Detroit. He was on Ridiculousness. The black dude that he was on Ridiculousness. His name was Danny something, man. Got a missing tooth and everything. He was silly as hell.
Danny Brown, yeah.
I act like you don't know Danny Brown. Yeah, Danny Brown. But he was from repping Detroit, but he was in his own zone. He had his own way of doing his look. So a lot of people would be like, "Oh man, he can't represent Detroit," because everybody think that Detroit, everybody got to have a Pelly, some Cardis on, a strap, the money. Like there's so much to Detroit culture, man. It ain't just about one way. You know what I'm saying? Like every look at when you looked at Bizarre off of D12, or you look at Eminem's music compared to anybody else's. Like everybody just has their distinguished way of doing things and still represent Detroit, in its own way.
Yeah, no, definitely. So that's what I like. That I definitely like that too, and I like listening to all different peoples and styles and stuff like that. So I try to be. I feel like sometimes it makes it hard for me as an artist because I like so many different stuff and I want to make all different types of music, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, I like to do aggressive music, I'll sing or I'll do whatever, you know what I mean? I've been like bouncing around trying out different sounds and styles to see like what I like, you know what I'm saying? And trying to figure out what's the best lane for me or what should I try to do, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I looked you up and I was just like, damn, this guy got all kinds of shit going on, all kinds of videos. I seen that funny video you did with Gio. Yeah. Gio, that's my man. Appreciate you. Yeah. Shout out to Gio. He was in the cypher yesterday. Much love to you, boy. But that was comical because I love mariachis. First of all, that's my thing is the mariachis. So that's really what caught my attraction. And then just the whole vibe of it was like so cool, bro. Like I can't, like I could see a song like that slapping in California somewhere. You know what I mean? Like
that beat was
so hard. It was just real. Like you know what I mean? Like it was sweet.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite ones for sure. And that was a fun video to make doing what we did. When we started the concept. And what's funny about that video is that first we were going to ride horses, right? And I found people that had horse, but we went out to go do it, but it got too dark and we couldn't finish it all because we had to do this whole, we had a whole storyline, if you've seen the video. So
yeah, I did.
We ran out of time and it got too dark. And then the girl with the horses, she didn't let us come back. And then I'm like, well, now I don't know what we're going to do because our whole storyline is messed up, you know what I'm saying? Because we wanted the horses, and we were like, well, we'll choose my dad's tractor. He has a tractor, so we used his tractor and rode on that.
Tell you what, I don't know about getting Gio on no horse. You hear me? He had a hard time with that mug, because I know I had a hard time with it. You know what I'm saying?
He was struggling, but he got up there. We both got up there.
Hell no.
That would have been lit, though. I would like to try to do something like that. I always try to do creative concepts with videos as much as I can. Like to do something different,
Listen, this is what we're going to do, man. We're going to go to a 2-minute intermission. We got a treat for you people, so definitely stay tuned because the brother going to give you a taste of his talent, man. So stay tuned. Appreciate all the love and subscription and support and all that good stuff. And we shall return. Muchos gracias.
Shorty say she too big for a mustache ride. Bring your big ass here, if I die, I'ma die. Tryna drown in that ass while I gas for life. You can squeeze on my head with them thick ass thighs. Now pull them rolls out them yoga pants. Know you got a little tummy tum, but I understand. Had a kid, got a fan. Put them rolls on the pan, you the bread. I'm the jam, girl, I'm tryna eat. I'm a hungry man. Shorty thick, feeling on her hip dips. Gotta try to hit quick, I'ma get addicted. Ay, shorty thick, she be on some big shit. I'ma give a big dick, thicker than some with some ass for me. Probably think she too big, but she bad to me. Send a prayer to that ass, is it blasphemy? Tryna run into your walls like a crash wrestling. Twerk on the dick, got the man's cheeks dancing. Way too thick, I don't know how I'm lasting. Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. Sit on my face till my body can't move. Even if I can't breathe and my face turn blue, I'ma suffocate and die, guess I'm gone too soon, huh? Shorty, do you got a CDL? Huh? What? Cause you working with a dump truck. Hey, and do you shit with that ass? If you do, then I know your poops always getting punched up. Girl, I know you take big shits. Huh? What? Cause that ass is enormous. Hey, talking about you too thick. I don't want a toothpick. Hope you got an ass like a tour bus. A real thick bitch with some ass for me. Probably think she too big, but she bad to me. Send a prayer to that ass, is it blasphemy? Tryna run into your walls like a crash dummy, huh? A real thick bitch with some ass for me. Probably think she too big, but she bad to me. Send a prayer to that ass, is it blasphemy? Tryna run into your walls like a crash dummy, huh?
Hoy voy a beber y sé que voy a enloquecer y te llamaré después para hacer de mi mujer. Es que no sé. Te quiero comer. Hoy voy a beber y sé que voy a enloquecer y te llamaré después para hacer de mi mujer. Es que no sé por qué cuando tomo pienso en usted y te quiero comer, te quiero comer. Oye bien, mami, yo me tiro pa' la disco esta noche pa' tomar, pasarla bien y escaparme de la realidad. Y pido un trago, pido todo para llevarme a la nena que me guste pa' la oscuridad. Voy camino a la salida y me preguntan, ¿tú te vas? Yo le digo, sí, mamita, aquí no pasa nada. La noche está pa' otra persona que me sale en la cabeza cuando tomo y ya la quiero ver. Esa mujer que a mí me dio placer y me lo supo hacer hasta el amanecer. Yo no te saco de mi mente y lo que hago es pensar en ti, mujer. Esa mujer que a mí me dio placer y me lo supo hacer hasta el amanecer. Yo no te saco de mi mente y lo que hago es pensar en ti, voy a beber y sé que voy a enloquecer y te llamaré después para hacer de mi mujer. Es que no sé por qué cuando tomo pienso en usted y te quiero comer, te quiero comer. Óyelo, un trago, dos tragos, tres tragos y te estoy llamando, y 4 tragos, 5 tragos, a la puerta de tu casa ya yo le estoy llegando, y a mí me excita cada parte de tu cuerpo. Quiero sentirle esta pasión a fuego lento. Yo te hablo claro, esto no es de sentimiento. Ven que yo te deseo, ya la quiero ver. Esa mujer que a mí me dio placer y me lo supo hacer hasta el amanecer. Yo no te saco de mi mente y lo que hago es pensar en ti, mujer. Esa mujer que a mí me dio placer y me lo supo hacer hasta el amanecer. Yo no te saco de mi mente y lo que hago es pensar en ti, mujer. Hoy voy a beber y sé que voy a enloquecer y te llamaré después para hacer de mi mujer. Es que no sé por qué cuando tomo pienso en usted y te quiero comer, te quiero comer. N.I.C.K. Nicky, Nicky, Nicky Champ.
Nunca se deja ver, no sabe disimular. Tiene lo suyo y le va bien, pero de noche conmigo le gusta portarse mal. Llega y lo que quiere es pescar, está puesta pa' bellaquear, Yo no la paro y a veces mira raro y
Se hace la que no me conoce, pero en mi cama se volvió un vicio como a las 5:12. Me la como entera y nadie se entera. Un par de amigas, todas solteras, siempre a la vela pa' que ella siga. Se hace la que no me conoce, pero en mi cama se volvió un vicio como a las 5:12. Me la como entera y nadie se entera. Un par de amigas, todas solteras, siempre a la vela pa' que ella siga.
si las miradas mataran, la tuya me hizo el amor. Sabe que tú estás a vapor. Ella mata con traje y cuando se viste por tiene el booty aquí, el espero usa los panty en mall. Una par no aguantan presión y la tienen bloqueada. Un par de psycho toquea. No bregué en la calle, pero estaba aquí. La baby está muy dura, pa' mí que está aquí. Chiquitita pero grandota. En la uni buena nota. Niña buena se le nota, pero le explota la nota. Y se hace la que no me conoce, pero en mi cama se lo metí en 4 y en todita las poses. Me la como entera, nadie se entera. Con par de amigas, todas solteras, siempre la verán pa' que ella siga.
Se hace la que no me conoce, pero en mi cama se volvió un vicio como a las 5:12. Me la como entera y nadie se entera. Un par de amigas, todas solteras, siempre a la vela pa' que ella siga. Me llaman pa' que yo la pruebe y cuando yo la toco eso llueve ahí.
Got my man Cain Perez. He in the building right now. He gonna perform one of his hot tracks for you guys. Show him some love, man. Show him some support. Check him out wherever he at. He on a lot of platforms. He got a lot of talent. He do a lot of things. He on TikTok. He on YouTube. He everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So show him some love, man. My man about to do his thing.
Thank you. How y'all feeling at home?
Yeah, they wanna see you good, but not better than them. Something I misunderstood, they ain't really your friends. Why they never show you love when they seeing you win? Once I make it out the hood, I ain't letting them in. I know they wanna catch me slipping. They wanna be in my position, whoa. I swear these motherfuckers tripping. Bitch, you can't do this, feel it in my soul, whoa. Fuck you on, no, nah, leave me alone, go fly to the dome, now bye, bitch, we gone and fuck you on, no, nah, leave me alone, go fly to the dome, now bye, bitch, we gone and fuck you on, no, nah, leave me alone, go fly to the dome, now bye, bitch, we gone and fuck you on, no, nah, leave me alone, go fly to the dome, now bye. Can't hang around no fake ass, always wanna take ass, telling to the Jake ass, snake ass hoes. Bitch, I'm destined for the greatness. No, you can't relate, that's why I gotta stay strapped to take y'all so that bitch go. The sound of me killing your negative energy. If it don't grow, let it go when it's dead to me. Way that I work, you would think that it's enemy. Hundreds on hundreds, they talking about centuries. Look in your eyes, I can see all the jealousy. Talking that shit, I don't hear what they telling me. Living my dream and it's hurting them dreadfully. Tell me that I'm handsome, then they hand me some pussy. I got multiple advances, you can't fathom it fully. I was destined, this ain't random, manifested it to me. Bitch, I been had the mansion, diamonds dancing, they boogie. I swear y'all really got me fucked up. You wasn't there when I went through my lows. So when you see me acting stuck up, don't ask for shit because the answer's no. Yeah, they wanna see you good, but not better than them. Something I misunderstood, they ain't really your friends. Why they never show you love when they seeing you win? Once I make it out the hood, I ain't letting them in. I know they wanna catch me slipping. They wanna be in my position, whoa. I swear these motherfuckers tripping. Bitch, you can't do this, feel it in my soul, whoa. Fuck you on, no, nah, leave me alone, go fly to the dome, now bye, bitch, we gone, and fuck you on, no, nah, leave me alone, go fly to the dome, now bye, bitch, we gone.
Thank you guys.
There you go, baby. That's the El Nino podcast. It's real everyday people. That's my man Cain Perez.
Put your hands up. 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 Dime que lo que tú quieres.
Freestyle
Si
after
desde que
dark.
te fuiste tengo la
DJ
casa
Mike
llena de
Torres.
mujeres.
Let's get it.
Pero si eso te detiene, abúscate a otro, te voy a decir lo que te conviene. Esa loquera, tumba la 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 esa loquera, tumba la 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 túmbala, bájala, que tú a mí no me va a controlar. Túmbala, bájala, que tú a mí no me va a controlar. Túmbala, bájala, que tú a mí no me va a controlar. Túmbala, bájala, que tú a mí no me va a controlar. Supera, y ponte para lo tuyo, que tú la estés pasando mal, esos problemas tuyos. Tú pensabas que lo mío era tuyo, y tú saliendo de noche como cucuyo. Tanto bombo que te daba, y nadie te compra todo lo que te compraba. Ahora me sobran pilas de nalgas, si tú te amargas, pon tu tema duro y valga. Dime, ¿qué es lo que tú quieres? Si desde que te fuiste tengo la casa llena de mujeres. Pero si eso te detiene,
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the El Nino podcast. I'm Eladio Nino, and this is Real Everyday People. I want to appreciate everybody who had tuned in, who stayed tuned in, who watched the performance by Cain Perez. Nice little performance. He's creating his own lane out here. He's doing his thing. He downriver. He's southwest. He everywhere. Check him out. You know what I'm saying? And definitely proud of this brother, man. You did your
Thank
thing,
you,
man.
Thank you.
Yup,
I
good for
appreciate it.
you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. So this is
No doubt, brother.
awesome.
I created this platform, man, for for documentation of our communities, bro, and where we come from, and we're a reflection of our communities. We're a reflection of the education system, in our communities. We're a reflection of the moral standards and values that we were raised with by our parents. You know what I'm saying, and our neighbors and the people within the communities.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to be a part of it. So to be here on this show, you had so many different people, all different walks of earth, and all different people with different talents and stuff like that. So that's awesome.
I know, man. It's just the networking that I've been doing is just, it holds so much value to me, bro,
Yeah.
because it's priceless, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to connect, to inspire, to encourage, one another, and everybody brings their ideas and all their talents and skills to the table, bro. And we just, we move as a unit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got the Southwest Mexicans, you got Aztec Nando, you got, brothers like you and so many more, Robbie Dizzles, the Geos, the Bag Boy Pose, and so far and beyond, Zaza Juan, all these guys, and they're talented and they're hungry, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we out here dealing with real life struggles, you know what I'm saying? And paying bills, paying rent, car breaking down, child support, kids, family, rent, just, all the stuff. And everybody's just trying to get paid, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get paid. So at the end of the day, bro, I hope that, that your talent, your skill pan out for you the way you want it to, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
So growing up, like, who did you listen to, like, music-wise, rap-wise, R&B-wise? What about Mexican music? Did you grow up ever listening to, like...
I've heard a lot of Mexican music. The only band I could probably tell you that I remember specifically, because my grandpa would listen to them a lot, is Cumbia Kings.
The Cumbia Kings?
Yeah, so I've heard a lot of Cumbia Kings growing up.
Oh,
because of
okay.
My grandpa.
Okay, then your grandpa was a shaker and a baker then, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, them little dance moves, yeah. So yeah, the Cumbia Kings like that. Wow, I mean, and like reggaeton, I guess, you know, Daddy Yankee, like some basics like Omar,
Don Omar.
yeah,
Yeah.
Daddy Yankee, a couple of them, but I never got too deep into that. I was mostly always listening to rap because that's what my parents listened to, you know. So
And what generation of rap did they listen to?
my dad really listened to a lot of Jay-Z.
Jay-Z,
He
that's
listened
one
to
of
a
my
lot of
all-time
Jay-Z,
favorites.
so I definitely listened to a lot of Jay-Z. 50 Cent a lot too when I was growing up, probably 50 Cent.
Oh man, I was
DMX.
DMX,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, Rough Rider,
Yeah,
Hot Boys. He probably was a No Limit, you know what I'm saying? He probably was rocking with the
so
No
a lot
Limit.
a lot of those guys, and you know, like Kanye. But like when I got older, like, you know, my favorite artist is probably Kanye. Out of
Kanye
everybody, like all this, you know, all his whole collection of stuff, I really like Kanye. But like I like so many different artists. I liked Mac Miller a lot before he passed away. Rest in peace, Mac.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that really like listening to his music.
Yeah, I liked Mac Miller.
And people that got really like intimate with him though, you know what I'm saying? Like his life and all that. And you could tell that people get in deep with the music and with their story and with their lives because when they do pass away, bro, like, you know, people are really hurt. People are really, like when Tupac passed away.
I loved Mac Miller. Yeah, like that was like that. You know, he wasn't, obviously Tupac was a little bit of a bigger.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But it was the first time I had seen
the
like
same way like
a
you
lot
felt
of people
about it. People
weeping.
felt about that, yeah. So a lot of these young artists are dying too, man, from drugs or they're shooting each other. It's crazy.
What do you think about that? Like, tell us, you know, what do you think about the ups and downs about the business? You know what I'm saying? And you know, it just seems like everybody want to be the best, but in order to be the best, that means that, you know, you got to be better than everybody else. You know, I feel like we can all be the best. We can all win together. We can all do this together. You know, you can do it in your own right, with your own skill, your own path. You know, some people are blessed. You know,
I feel like as far as that goes, like with people competing with each other or like feeling like they got to be the best is like, I mean, wouldn't be worried about that or like, you know, being the best in my area or whatever. I just want to be the best version of me, you know what I'm saying, and do whatever. I feel like everybody has a million fans out there. You just got to find it, you know what I mean, get them to. There's so many people, especially from this area, from Detroit, from downriver, from anywhere throughout Michigan, all over really, people that are really super talented, you know, and they just need to get their stuff out to the right crowd of people for it to be appreciated. And that's, you just keep working until you find them, you know what I'm saying? You got to find that crowd or whatever. So I think people are really talented and should just
and
focus
like
on doing their own thing, you know what I'm saying, and building whatever, if it's with the team or by themselves or whatever, but not be caught up in all this local competition or nothing like that.
But what I like about your music is it's very unique. It's very personalized by you.
Yeah.
It's very Cain Perez. You know what I'm saying? And like other music, sometimes people try to be compatible or comparable.
Yeah, like Detroit,
to
especially
else.
like Detroit, because a lot of the music is kind of similar, or it kind of has like a similar sound. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people take that lane, so it's like, you know, I try to be as much as, even if I try to like might adapt the style or do something, I'll like try to make it into my own. You know what I'm saying? Or like.
But then when you do that, it's like people want to bash. Oh man, that ain't how Detroit get down. That ain't how we do. That ain't representation of Detroit. And it's like, listen, bro, we are diverse. We are multitaskers. We are multi-talented. All that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's no one set lane. You know what I'm saying? For you know, for evolution in the business of people, of humanity, of music, and you know, and even from Detroit, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
and like music is so subjective. You know what I'm saying? So it's like any sound could be appealing to a certain group of people. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff might sound really good to me that you think is horrible, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But there's people out there that genuinely will like that sound or like whatever. So it's like, I think it's better to just be try to be yourself. So that's
do you listen to Detroit rappers?
I do. I like Detroit rap. It had to grow on me. At first, I didn't really care for it. When I first started listening to it, I really didn't care for it too much. And then more and more Detroit artists' music started getting bigger, and then I started listening to it more, and it takes you a minute. I feel like a lot of it, at first, because it sounds like it's offbeat, but it'd be like offbeat on track, if that makes sense. Like, it's like they rap it, they just do it differently, and you got to listen to it a few times to get it, and then once you get that fucking feel of it, then you're like, oh yeah, this shit is hard. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Detroit rap that I like. I like a lot of Detroit rap.
Who specifically do you listen to from Detroit? Like that you like some of your favorite rappers?
I really like Sada Baby. I like Cash Kid. I don't know if you ever heard of Cash Kid.
Yeah, I heard
before.
of Cash Kid.
Cash Kid is dope. I swear, I don't listen to him as much, but I like him. Who else is there? Rio the Young, but he's from Flint. But
Yeah, Rio the Young OG. He's hard, bro.
yeah.
Rio the Young OG. Yeah. I swear, Vezo, Peasy.
Yeah,
you know
Peasy.
what I'm saying? I know a lot of my people,
Peasy.
my brother, they like Payroll Giovanni.
Yeah, I like some 42 Doug.
42 Doug.
Jay Swan's hard. I like him too. It's like under with Cash Kid, or they like our boys or whatever.
I wish like Robbie Dizzle, Gio, Zaza. I wish they could link up with these brothers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Gio has been working with a couple people. He just did a song with GT. You know who GT is?
I heard of him, but I don't.
Gio just did a song with GT, he's supposed to put something out with him. So
shit, my
Gio's
boy, Bag Boy Poe, he just did a video with Sada Baby, man, and it was sweet, man. My dog's sweet. I've been really getting into his music, checking him out. Yeah. And he's like a humble rapper. He reminds me of AZ. I don't know if you guys know who AZ is, but he used to mess with Nas and them. He was like more of a conscious rapper, you know what I'm saying? But he just like real humble with it, but he's live with it, you know?
Yeah, no, I haven't heard of him before, but I'm gonna have to check him out. But I like Sada Baby. That's probably my favorite Detroit artist. So.
Well, T Grizzly though, T
Grizzly's hard.
Yeah, he's hard. Like I was in a joint and his bunkie was Lil Sean. Now Lil Sean say he was family to T Grizzly. Showed me the pictures, hey, this, that, and the other. But that's how I got hip to T Grizzly, was through my bunkie. And I was listening. I was like, man, dog is hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? But by the time I got out the joint, he was already there, bro. He had already blew up.
Yeah. That first day.
And then Emilio Cuevas, his brother was my bunkie at in the joint in Macomb, and Emilio was shooting videos for Sada Baby and T Grizzly, and he was sending his brother pictures. So I'm like, damn, dog, like it's dope to see somebody from Southwest coming up and doing films, for brothers who have blown up,
Yeah, shout out to Emilio. He shot a video for me too, a couple years back. Yeah, that was dope when he was doing that. He shot a couple videos for them and was down with them in like Miami or something. And he got to do some cool stuff.
Who do you use to shoot your videos?
Jerry Reed is who shoots most of my videos right now.
That's a household name for sure. Jerry
Reed, Film God. Follow him on Instagram, Film God. But Jerry Reed on everything else. And Arturo, do you know Arturo? He's from Southwest.
I'm sure I'll meet him sooner or later.
They call him Junior. He helps. They shoot him together usually when they shoot for me. So
listen, man, we gotta definitely. There's now that things are opening up and the world's going back to somewhat normal. Things are opening back up. People are getting live. People are getting excited. We got events coming up. Jose, what's the name of the festival we got coming up, man?
The Detroit Freestyle Music Festival.
Detroit Freestyle Music Festival is coming up. And then we got the Corridos Trap Music Festival coming up. That's Southwest Mexican Sombra and them boys. We got the Detroit freestyle scene. They got sponsorship from the El Nino podcast. We on deck with that for sure. So I asked that anybody partake and find your place in that, because it's definitely going to be legendary, man. It's going to be dope, and everything that we doing from here on out, even with the cipher we did, us bonding, connecting. I'm about to hook you up with everybody I know, and I want to see y'all work together.
I want to get on that cipher, bro. I want to do that.
I got you, bro. It's not easy to get 10 people together. Especially artists, like Bag Boy Poe. Every time I called him, he was out of town. Geo's come just getting into town, and everybody's got shit going on, and it's like really stressful, really challenging to get 100%. Everybody. But I'll tell you what, I think that as things get better, you learn how to manage things better, and you get into the momentum of things. But I want to continue doing these ciphers, you know what I'm saying, with local talent. Bringing new brothers to the circle and letting them do their thing.
Like to do that if you next time you do that.
I got you, bro. I'll tell you what, I do it again, bro. You on there, hands down. Now, we were talking earlier, you were talking about creating your own lane. Like, what did you mean by that?
So, like, I've been making music for a few years now, you know, and that has its ups and downs, you know, and trying to grow, and you know, you put some stuff out and it does well, and then sometimes it don't. And like, there's so many different artists out there and rappers and stuff like that. So I started trying to think of ways that I can make myself stick out besides just being a rapper. So I started doing a lot of like funny stuff. I make funny type of videos or funny statuses or whatever, like trying to be like kind of being like a Facebook comedian damn near, you know, like shooting little funny videos and then promoting my music underneath it, you know. And from starting to do that, I had like got hip to like TikTok, and I got on TikTok and started doing funny videos on there to try to get more fans of me. That way I could be like, here, look, I can make music too. You know what I mean? Like, I made this funny video, you might laugh to it, but maybe you'll like this music too. So I started doing that, and I built up my fan base pretty big on TikTok, and then you know, I would do all different types of videos, and I started doing like funny style raps, you know, like whatever, you know, and about whatever funny type of stuff, women or whatever, you know, and they would do well. I've got some videos on there. I got video on TikTok that's a funny video of me rapping that has like over 1 million views on there. So like, this is getting like big numbers, you know. So from doing that, I kind of feel like I'm probably gonna try to start taking like a comedy lane with my music a little bit. Try to do a little bit more funnier types of things. Like, I don't know, maybe like almost like Lil Dicky or something like that. Do you know what Lil Dicky is? You never heard of him?
No.
Look
I
him
know
up.
Lil Nasty.
Yeah.
You don't know who Lil
Look up-
Nasty is?
Look up Lil Dicky when you got a
Okay.
chance. He's super dope. He actually got bars too. He be going crazy. So maybe something like that, kind of like concept type raps or comedy, just to make myself stand out more than the regular person who's rapping.
Man, that's dope, bro. That's uniqueness. That's genuinity. That's Cain Perez. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
sweet. That's a great idea. And you know, no matter what, whoever tries it, it's cool. I hope you succeed. But at the end of the day, I know that you hone your craft, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you do is gonna be a reflection of you, your personality, your character, your belief system, all that type of stuff. So it's cool because you don't stick to like one genre of music. You know what I'm saying? You spread yourself out. But the thing about it is, when you add humor to music, like, everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
It does. You gotta actually be able to be funny, you know, or think of good concepts or stuff like that, or be able to tell a story to be able to do it. It's funny. The story itself is funny because the first song I ever made was really like a funny type of song, because it kind of was like a joke. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it started off, and it did well. And then I never did it. I was like, tried to, you know, be.
You ever heard of the Farmhouse? Okay, you don't know Miguel Reyes, the culture creators, EJ and them?
No.
Well, listen, man, these are some good brothers, man. And we just recently, this past weekend, went to an event that they had at the Farmhouse. This is another property that Miguel Reyes owns. And they had like people from Ohio, Indiana, Detroit. Everybody was performing. My man Zaza Juan performed, and he did his thing. And the thing is he's just not a performer. He's not just like bro, like, he moved the crowd like no other artist there, because he can get into the music. Like, he can play the roles. He, you know, he's very distinguished, just like you are, bro. Like, everybody can't add humor to music and still make it sound good and good vibe. And he had his own aura, bro. Like, he took command of the crowd. They had no choice but to enjoy what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? And everybody can't do that either. Being in front of a camera and doing a video and just this, that, and the other. But he gets into the music. Like, he acts the music out. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It's almost like acting. You know what I'm saying? Like rapping when you're doing it, because you're trying to capture a certain type of energy or emotion the same way, like if you was literally acting. You know what I mean? So like, those are things that interest me, though, is like making music and acting and comedy. And it's like, I want to try to do all of those things. You know what I mean? Or maybe like Jamie Foxx. Like, obviously he was a singer, but he was a stand-up comedian. He made music. He did funny type of stuff. Was on TV shows, all types of things. Like, that's kind of what interests me and what I kind of want to try to shoot for going forward.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. And that's dope, because, you know, he was a multitasker. He was a singer. He was an actor. He was, you know, everything, you know. And it's important to be able to constantly cultivate the creativity in who you are, bro, and not stick to one lane, but you know, to be able to not only fit in with everybody else, but also stand out in your own right, bro. Your own God-given rights that you have with your skills, like it's dope, man. And you're gonna still grow up. You're still young. You're still growing in the business. You're still growing in music. You're experiencing things, going through different things that are gonna change your music. You know, are gonna help your music evolve.
Yeah, 100%.
And I swear I can't wait to hook you up, bro, with all these great brothers that I met, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about videographers, photographers, promoters, artists, rappers, dancers, singers, grupos. You got Los Astros, you got Grupo Monte. Like, you got, man, just so many people that I went. And they're all your age. They're all young brothers. Everybody's hungry. Everybody just wants to do something positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, and eventually I want to see everybody reap the rewards of their work, bro. You know, but you know, we come to the. Did you end up bringing anything with you of sentimental value?
No, I didn't. I couldn't think of something that I wanted to bring.
I swear, for the past 3-4 already episodes, I forgot it or you know something.
I couldn't think of nothing. I tried to sit and think of what. I'm not gonna lie to you, like I don't really have. I don't know. I'm not like a sentimental.
You don't got a favorite hat or a favorite pair of drawers or socks or something. And it's crazy because I think everybody's, in my mind, I'm like, everybody's got a sentimental value. And it's, I mean, some item of sentimental value. And it's not always like that. You know, I could pull out like, 20 different things.
I thought about bringing, I didn't have time. But the one thing that I did think about bringing was this plaque. It was a plaque that my parents had made for me. From when I made my first mixtape, they made it look like a record plaque type of thing, and like it was like platinum.
Oh, that's sweet.
But it's hanging on the wall in my apartment, or my old apartment in Wyandotte. My brother lives there now, but I don't live there anymore. So if I would have had it at home with me, I would have brought it with me. But I thought about bringing that, but I was like, I don't know if it's of sentimental value like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah,
very
that's
much
something
it
that
is.
I always
Very
want to
much.
hold on to.
Hell yeah.
Because it was like a you know, like they were showing me support of like trying to like show like you can do this or whatever, you know what I mean, and showing me of that support of what could come, you know, if I keep going at it and try. So
bro, what was it like living in Wyandotte, bro? Like, it's beautiful. I go out to Wyandotte all the time. Like, prior to me going to prison, I'm like, I don't mess with Wyandotte too much. I done got busted. They caught me with weed. Every time I go there, I go to jail. I get followed. I get harassed. But now it's like I go over there on Biddle and Oak by, what is it, Whiskey's on the Water and just by the river. Like, I love it out there. It's very nice, bro. Peaceful. We eat at, my daughter took me to a little burger shop called Joe's. Ate there. I love that. It's the coolest little spot that I've ever seen. It was little guys singing on the corner and shit. I had them serenade my lady for me, threw him a few dollars. Like, I just love the whole vibe, man. It's just real community, real laid back.
Cool. It's a nice little city, and like it's cool. So
it'll be nicer when they got mariachis walking through the park.
You know, there's more and more people are coming to Wyandotte from different places though. So it is getting more like diversified. When I first came out there, it probably, like I said, was like I was one of the only probably Mexicans, not many.
But you know what I'm learning about Wyandotte, bro? Like, they got their own electric company. They got their own water, gas system, everything. I was like, damn.
Cool. They got all that shit. They got their own
No wonder they wanted to keep us heathens up out of there.
Everybody moving out there. But no, so it's getting more diversified too, though. Like, more and more people are coming through there. Like, especially when I go to the bars too now. You see all different types of people.
It's dope, cool. Man. I like it. I enjoy it. And you know what?
It's
the people that create the peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because before, like, they had clubs like Liquids and different places in Wyandotte, different clubs, and people would go there and just bring the bullshit mentality that they had and bring it with them and destroy something that is nice, something that is good, something that was created to have fun. But now I think that, you know, a lot of people have changed their ways and starting to see life from a different light, different perspective, want to go places and enjoy things instead of, you know, going here and staring at everybody and who's this, that, and the other. Like,
I'm not worth it for doing all that and causing them problems, especially now because you can't can't get it. You don't get away with nothing. Probably back in the day you could, but now with all the cameras and everything.
Hey, it's crazy because as society transitioned to that, so did prison. When we were in prison, like when we first went there, we was tearing guys up because there was no cameras. There was blind spots everywhere. We'd tear your ass up and go take a nap. You know what I'm saying? Eat a sandwich, go to chow. But now they put cameras in there. Like the whole thing is under surveillance. So whether you have integrity or not, you're going to think twice about what you do because now you're being watched. You got a camera, and the same thing way out here. But then again, it really ain't all that way because I be watching America's Dumbest Criminals, and I be like, dog, you straight on camera doing this Mickey Mouse shit.
Caught in 4K, like.
Hey, I see these guys, they rode up on a motorcycle, jumped out, and one went to go throw the brick at the window, and he hit his homeboy. It hit him in the head, and it was in front of him, knocked him out.
I think
Oh my God, that was some goofy ass shit.
I've seen that video too.
Yeah, he had the brick about to hit the window. His homeboy walked in front of him as he about to hit the brick, knocked him out. He got caught. His homeboy on the bike took off. I said, golly, bro. You know, it's funny though. Where would we be without them, you know? But listen, man, I really appreciate you coming here, bro. We're at the point of the show where we're going to get you to the side of the Wall of Fame. I appreciate you present here, blessing the mic, blessing the studio with your music, with your talent, with your presence, bro.
Thank you.
And this is just the beginning, bro. I told you I'm going to link you up with all my people, man. Let them know where they can find you at, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. I appreciate that. You guys can find me on I'm on all social platforms. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. CAINPEREZ. That's how you spell my name, Cain Perez. Cain Perez on Facebook, Cain Perez _ on Instagram, and Cain Perez 8 on TikTok. Check me out, guys. I try to upload a lot of content, music, and stuff, so keep you guys entertained.
Check him out, man. Show this brother some love. This Real Everyday People, El Nino podcast. Let's go hit this wall. Tag this wall up since you ain't tagged no wall. You gonna tag this one.
Just FaceTime crying. I told him I'm his biggest fan, yeah. Got all these hoes in my DM, yeah, I do. Hold up. Holy shit, I got a kid. I can sing so well. Wonder if I can say it word. Wait, did I really say it? What up, my nigga? What up, my nigga? Big ups, my nigga. We are my niggas. You pussy ass nigga. Man, fuck y'all niggas. Cause I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. I woke up in Chris Brown's body. So how this shit turned into Freaky Friday. But we got no choice but to fame.
That's how we do it at the El Nino podcast. Lit Music Entertainment Studios. You know we always live. We bring the best guests with the best talent. We doing our best to be our best. We breaking down all the barriers, building out all the bridges. Shout out to my brother at LA Landscaping. Shout out to Legendary District 313 Detroit Forever. Guys Pizza. We with the shits, man. Appreciate all the love and support. We started here at Beyond. Much love to everybody. Salute everybody. Thank you for all your subscriptions, your sharing, all that good stuff. We'll definitely be to see you soon. And see you next month. Hey, stay tuned. More family coming in. What's up?